Yep, hello there. This is Daniel Eric, or Williver, or Guillermo Gage, and now I am making a video journal series that covers 8 days from 2026 March 23rd to the 30th. Right? Yeah, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, and 30th. So that's 8 days, which is a little better than the previous one, which covered 10 days. So that's March. Yeah. So right now it's 1:23 a.m. on March 31st. That's of 2026, and yeah. So I keep hoping that I build something more up with my life. So right now, when I get home, I get sucked into that YouTube a whole lot, that sort of thing. What I can tell you is that what is it? From 20 to 20. Yeah, so on the 23rd, yeah, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. I did my other job. I'm starting in the evening, going to 11 p.m. And then see, I had plenty of time, including well into the afternoon on that day. But I don't know. I don't remember what I did. I probably just clicked on YouTube videos. Um, Sometimes pop culture ones. You know, um, where I just hear people talk about stuff, and sometimes they take too long to talk about stuff, similar to what I do. But I can't even remember, what I ate, or but I've been taking, I'm with that doggy, as well. I've been getting him to more consistently poop at least twice a day. He's cute. Yeah, that doggy that puppy. Let's see. But Tuesday was mostly a typical day, except from 7 p.m. to about maybe 8:30 p.m. I did go to the Catholic penance service. Maybe 25 minutes or so in line or less. No, there's maybe 10 people in front of me. Um, I think I was home probably by like 8:40 or so. It was no, it was well before 9. It was sometime at eight something o'clock. Um, yeah. Yeah, maybe it would have been closer to 8 o'clock or something that when I was at home, because it's just it's just across the street. Let's see. And I mean, I hardly remember when I'm doing it on Wednesday or the Thursday, all as well. But I know that on Friday the 27th, I got home like 4 p.m. I did my much earlier shift. And this is the day that I ended up seeing that movie Project Hail Mary a second time, because I actually told that an old former work friend about it. And yeah, she agreed to go. An elderly woman who we see movies like at least a few times a year. And I don't know. I'm not sure. Even though it's such a popular movie, this is my second time seeing it in IMAX 70 millimeter. This is a very rare event. It was like, hey, I had some disposable income. I decided to take her out to it. It was like I said, hey, I was thinking of just giving her money to see it herself. But I was like, no, I guess she was more interested in it if I also went. And so I didn't mind seeing it a second time because I think it deserves, the box office money. And got to see the Dune Part 3 trailer in IMAX 70 millimeter. Last time it was just that little preview thing of like the Trojan horse scene from like the Odyssey, like using the IMAX 70 millimeter. This time it also included the Dune Part 3 trailer in that extra tall, IMAX 70 millimeter thing. So yeah, I got to see more stuff on the screen, more footage, that was not on the trailer that you see online. That's fancy. Um, but overall, that did use up a good chunk of time because it was like we left at like 7 p.m. and they didn't get home till like 11 p.m. Um, but I think I don't know if she was falling asleep, but she thought it was she said if she said she couldn't tell me what that movie was about. Well, she knows it's like a space movie. And she actually liked the trailer, so like she wanted the trailers. She's seen, she liked it. She liked the trailers. She was a bit sleepier that day. Maybe she liked the visuals or the spacey stuff. Um, but that was Friday. Still enjoyed going. Um, And so I get home at like 11 p.m. So Saturday the 28th, all I remember is that probably go to bed and then get up for my main job. And when I get home Saturday the 28th at like what was it, like 6:30 p.m. or something, I take that doggy out. I get him to uh do a poop. I think I may have gone to do a poop earlier that morning as well. Then I got home. That was been the second time. There's been times he's pooped like 3 times in one day. So yeah, yeah, he's fun to frolic around. It's better to do it when it's light outside. To have him do the longer walks. That way I can see the grass, to see what he's getting into. People throw food shit on the ground. People throw yeah, they'll throw meat on the ground. It's like it's been spoiling. So you got to really look out. Where he is. But like I'll get him to like maybe pee. Sometimes pee. Sometimes he'll pee and even poop like late at night. But uh, I'd rather do it. I can see what's going on. And Sunday the 29th. Um, there was I think at 12:07 to like 12:10, I did finally some push-ups. I don't know when it was the last time. Must have been over a week that I last did them, and it was unless I did do some. Although if I did, it wasn't a memorable amount. I don't know. Did I do some on like Wednesday or Thursday? If I did, it was probably only a few. Probably not. Didn't really mean much anything. So I'm not really. All I remember is on Sunday the 29th, from about 12:07 to 12:10. I did actually a lot of push-ups. I did 8 AOML, 4 AOML, 8 AOML, 4 AOML, 4 AOML, 4. So I made it to the third AOML, the third AOML of the After Old Miss Lucy Brings Sally Up push-ups with the 10-pound backpack, and then 4 more after that. I think when you do get to that point, it's like, if you do get to after you get to the third AOML, instead of doing 4, it, like there's like the thing ends at like 7 or 8 that you crank out in a row, and then do another AOML. So that would be the end of the video. It's like a 3-minute 27-second thing, and I was up to like 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So I'm actually getting closer to like the end of that song Moby by Flower that's been remixed into like a push-up challenge thing. Bring Sally Up. Yeah. Green Sally Up is how it actually is. But then after doing that, I stopped for like a minute, and then a minute later from like 12:11 to 12:12, I eked out like 5 more. And I think that's because it was getting to be time where I had to like leave the house and maybe quick rinse off, get a different shirt on, get a dress shirt on, because I had a church service to go to. And then we rehearsed how we're gonna what we're gonna say during like Saturday Vigil, the Saturday Easter Vigil, Saturday night Easter Vigil. And so I was actually got home at like 3 p.m., like 3:04 p.m. or something, something like that. Then as soon after, I probably was just cleaning up like the dishes around the house, and then left for work shortly after that. That was Sunday. Oh, and Monday. Monday was more of the same. That's the day that just ended. Washed some more like dishes. Was out with the doggy, and that's not like that big time a consumer. But I keep getting sucked into bouncing ideas off with AI chatbots when I tell it my thoughts and stuff. Sometimes I think about like, hey, this would make a funny movie title if it were about something. Like, take for example, what if there was a motion picture? And I just like the title ideas. I'm not sure if I'm creative enough to do a story, but what if there was a motion picture and it was like called Hightail, and it's all one compound word, and it's like HIGHTAIL. Like we're gonna hightail it out of here or something, and it's a Western movie, okay? But yeah, it's about cowboys or whatever, and they smoke a bunch of pot thinking it's tobacco, and so basically, hey, that would be a funny pun for like a title of a stoner comedy, and I've never smoked weed once in my life. But I said, oh, I mean, somebody could make it work. The title would really sell it. Yeah. What if there was a movie that was called Bastards? It would be spelled like Bastids, or maybe like make it kind of stand out more in like term stuff. Search term stuff. BastiHds. Bastards. And it was about a bunch of like guys from like New York who had like the Yiddish accents and whatnot. And it's about maybe some kind of older guys, and they got in some kind of trouble or misadventures, and they're all kind of like middle aged or older. Um, and that would be the spelling of the movie, and it would really stand out. And maybe it could be made by someone who's kind of working in the movie industry or something, movie and TV industry for a while, but they never got their big break. So it could be someone's directorial debut or something. It's got to live up to that title, and hopefully, like some other movie called like Putzes or something doesn't come out shortly before that, because then I might kind of like make it feel like Bastards would be like a ripoff or too similar. It'd be like an R-rated raunchy comedy movie. And like I'm not some Gen X boomer type person who would even relate to that type of Yiddish Jew Yorker humor. Like anyway, I just think, hey, the title's there, someone should use it, for something that would be worthwhile. Um, but I mean, I will tell the AHF, but hey, I don't say, hey, write me up a script for all this, because I don't want them to, I don't want to train their brains to get too smart. These robots, but it'll just spit out to me this canned corporate language saying, yeah, that would work really great, you know. Um, and so I tell it stuff, and then it agrees with me, and maybe I gotta find humans that are that like to hear me talk. Um, that would be better. And then just YouTube. There's always like the clickbait YouTube stuff. I'll click on that. And man, as you can tell, I'm not really happy with life. Um, the more I just get away and commit to a thing, do a thing. Pull out a piece of paper, try to write something, try to draw something, and yeah, that'll be better because there's nothing. All you got to do to avoid YouTube is you see where the thumbnails are, cover them up, even with your hand, And if you see something, okay, I see that little thing. You're not gotta click it right away. Just click it, add it to a playlist of like, hey, 2026 backlog of things that had an interesting title. So just put it in your 2026 backlog, and then you'll get back to it in a week. And then look up those individual URLs, and then be careful to like watch it on a device. It will not show the little side thumbnails. Something like that, or just don't scroll down to show the little top parts of those thumbnails. Because on the laptop PC, I got the thingy that blocks the videos, but the laptop kind of doesn't run as well. Just try different things. Even just get like a board or a piece of paper; it'll cover up the other ones. Yeah, something like that. In terms of plastic usage, these are a few food items. Yeah, I've gotten recently. They people say, oh, on Sundays, you're free from whatever you're skipping for Lent, which is sweets. I don't know. I ended up going with that. I don't know. I've gone the 46 days. I haven't eaten any pizza. That's one of the things I was like, hey, I should skip something other than sweets. How about pizza? I thought maybe one day I could skip a certain form of social media, but I have to decide what to commit to, because I don't know. Am I gonna like not watch a YouTube and any YouTube videos of any kind for that sort of length? It has to be some that means something. So unfortunately, like this doesn't mean much. But of course, overall, only some of the Sundays have I eaten junk, old wrappers, candy bar things. So it's been at least the 40 days across the past 46 days, but I'm not sure if I ate anything else that was made out of plastic other than this. Oh shit. Other than that, I don't know. Um, Anyway, here's what I gotta do. I gotta like start really like reading the Bible and opening it up because I just ask some questions about the relationship between the Old and New Testaments, and the only way to is just dive in and just have your thoughts, and then whatever your thoughts are about, look for, hey, why is this thing like this or this thing like that, and ask other people, and prepared. You might not like the answers you hear. You might have different issues. Some people say different things, but you got to engage with it, and um, you got to engage with why were all those books there? Why were all those books like written in that order at that time? What's trying to be said? What's the relationship between that and the four main gospels and whatnot? And then what's the relationship between that and all those letters that Paul wrote? What connection is trying to be made there? All right then. So I guess that's all I got to say for today. Um, Maybe next videos that I make are just gonna be a title about stuff I want to talk about. Instead of just bouncing it off, I can bounce it off a brick wall even if no one's listening to hear, rather than bounce it off an AI robot. Something like that. All right then. And by the AI chatbots, I just basically mean Google Gemini, just on the phone, or Grok, GROK, for the X.com, formerly Twitter. Because again, it just kind of spits out agreement stuff. Again, like, oh yeah, that would sound like a great stoner comedy. Cowboys in a Western movie, they accidentally smoke pot, thinking it's tobacco, and they have never had any experience with marijuana before. And yeah, they hallucinate, all this stuff. Yeah. Just ideas. I think of about a pun. I think, hey, does this sound funny? And the robot will just agree with me. Oh yeah, that sounds funny. Yeah, that sounds like a thing that would work like this or that thing. Yeah. All right then. Bye for now, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow, crack open because this is the last day in March. Maybe crack open something to read. Tell my thoughts about specific biblical stuff and whatnot. Because if I don't start living my life and getting out there, I'm not going to experience life. All right then. Bye for now.